I'll go ahead and call this session of the City of Ocean Shores Hearing Examiner to order. For the record, today is September 24th around 10 a.m. My name is Yoshi Kumara, a hearing examiner with Laminar Law, whom the city has selected to hold certain hearings like this one. We have one item on the agenda this morning, a request for a conditional use permit or CUP. I'm going to go through a few procedural items and then we can get started. First, this morning it is my role to collect evidence in the form of exhibits and testimony to determine whether the proposal complies with the comprehensive plan, zoning ordinances, and the specific criteria for approval of a CUP. For evidence in the form of exhibits, I have reviewed and will admit all the exhibits I received prior to this hearing. If there are additional exhibits that anyone would like admitted, please let me know when it is your turn to testify. For testimony today, we'll first go to the city. We'll provide a summarized overview of the proposal along with any recommendations, and then we'll hear from the applicant or applicant representative. After that, if there are any members of the public wishing to testify, they can have their opportunity. And finally, following public testimony, we'll turn back to the applicant and the city. All testimony today will be under oath or affirmation because were my decision to be appealed, the recording of today's hearing,
Welcome to the internet. Oh, she got disconnected. That's all right, she can come back.
That looks like we're good. Yeah, I mean.
So we're gonna pause and we'll wait till she comes.
Appealed, the recording of today's hearing, along with the admitted exhibits and my written decision would serve as the foundation for such an appeal. And with that, that's the end of my long-winded bit and we can get started. The matter we have on the agenda today is CUP 25000007, which is a request for a conditional use permit to allow for a 3-unit common wall residential structure on an approximately 0.27 acre lot located at 697 Sunset Avenue Northeast to be subdivided to allow for individual unit ownership. I have received and reviewed several exhibits in advance of this hearing, including the staff report, the CUP application, and various notice materials, and I will go ahead and admit those exhibits into the record. And Ms.
And it's not us.
Hello. Okay. Today is not my day. Hopefully I can stick on hopefully my Zoom will stick on the computer here for a little bit longer today. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Oh, frozen.
You're good for now. Oh, gone.
It must be on her side.
It's 100% on her side.
Okay. Hopefully that'll be, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm working on getting Zoom up on my phone as well. So if it happens again, I'll try and join that way. Okay, so with that, Ms. Bro, will you raise your right hand and we'll get you sworn in? Great. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth in the testimony that you give here today?
Yes, I do.
Great. And if you could spell your name for the audio recording and explain your role with the city.
Christina Bro, and it's CHRISTINA, Bro, BREAULT, and I'm the planner.
Great. And you may proceed.
We are here doing a CUP 25-00007 for Ocean Design LLC. It was submitted in July on the 14th of 2005. The date of the report is made in September 10th of 2025. The application is for conditional use for an R5 5-plex and 6-plex zone property for the purpose of building a 3-unit common wall residential structure and subdividing it to allow individual ownership. The applicant, Ocean Design and LLC, is located at 99 Discovery Avenue Southeast, Ocean Shores, Washington, 98569. Today representing Larry Butler for Ocean Design, excuse me. The project description, Ocean Design LLC, Division 24, Block 12, Lot 001, located at 697 Sunset Avenue Northeast, approximately 11,954 square feet of living space. Existing conditions, the zoning is an R5 5-plex 6-plex and land use is multifamily medium density. The surrounding conditions, all surrounding properties are zoned R5, R6, or PR2. Do you want me to go down through the north, south and all that, or? Okay, north R6, mobile and manufactured, south R5, 5-plex and 6-plex, east is R1, single family, and to the west, B1 and retail commercial. Land use designations, north, mobile home and manufactured, south, medium density, east, single family, and west,
That you can skip that.
gateway corridor. We're gonna skip that, I think I heard her say.
Yes.
Okay, background information. The property is located in the northeast quadrant of Ocean Shores in a multi-use division surrounded by a mixture of occupancy uses. The residential, single-family, multifamily, triplex, in addition to recreational and government services or undeveloped lots. There are several other multifamily structures in the immediate area. In the R5 zone, conditional use is required for the development of a common wall residential structure where underlying land is subdivided to allow individual ownership of subdivided lots. This is in pursuant of the Ocean Shores Municipal Code, Title 17, Chapter 17.24.050. The public hearing notices for the conditional use application 25-00007 were scheduled for Wednesday, September 24th, 2025 at 10 a.m. Were sent out to owners of 300 feet subject property and on September 12th of 2005 as required by the Ocean Shores Municipal Code 1752.090. The hearing information was also available on Ocean Shores website calendar and also provided in public hearing mailing list and printed in the Daily World newspaper on September 9th and 11th of the 2005 editions. I'm gonna skip down this. The subject property located at R5 zone multifamily dwelling are permitted in this zone for a maximum density of 1 unit for every 2,100 square feet of the lot. This property before subdivision is 11,954 square feet. As such, up to 5.7 dwelling units are allowed on the permitted area. Okay, let's go down to standard review. Criteria for consideration of a conditional use. Before any conditional use permit is granted, the hearing examiner must determine the following. A, the use is applied for is either listed as a conditional use allowed in this district or has a significantly similar to one of the more listed in that use. Approval of the permit will be substantially consistent with the purpose of the district and the applicable provisions of the comprehensive plan and will not adversely affect the other uses of the properties in the immediate vicinity. And C, granting the permit does not reduce the dimensional requirements of this district. D, no nuisance of life, limb, or property will develop. Analysis. The use of this specific listed conditional use will be allowed. Conditional uses. The following uses may be allowed in an R5 section 17.24.030 upon approval of the conditional use in accordance with the provisions of section 17.52.040 through 17.52.080. Public and semi-public uses, resources extraction, row houses and common wall residential developments, and limited retail services and commercial uses. where, yeah, the conditions. Construction must meet all current building construction and fire code requirements. Adequate parking shall be provided underneath the Ocean Shores Municipal Code 17.54.060. The approval storm drainage design shall be provided prior to the permits being issued. Landscaping per Ocean Shores Municipal Code 17.50.100 as shown on the plan. And the subject parcel that is subdivided shall be given credit for one sewer utility assessment. Each new parcel created pursuant to the approval of this request shall be required to comply with the utility charge in lieu of assessment outlined by the Ocean Shores Municipal Code. And this will conclude our staff report for the planning.
Great. Thank you, Ms. Burrow. Mr. Butler, I have some questions I think probably that are most appropriate for you, but so why don't we go ahead and get you sworn in and then I can ask my questions. Great. Please raise your right hand. I said you're raising it. Do you swear or affirm you will tell the truth in the testimony that you give here today?
Yes, I do.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Butler. Can you state and spell your name as well as provide your role with the project for the audio recording?
Yes, my name is Larry Butler, Larry, Butler, and I am the professional land surveyor working on this project for the client, for the owner.
Great, thank you. So my questions are about the driveway access at this, unlike previous,
I knew you were gonna have a question about that.
yeah, so unlike previous subdivision, unit lot subdivisions that we've discussed here, this one has does not have, these pieces of property will not have driveway frontage. So can you walk me through that decision, sort of to move away from using Sunset Avenue in this location, as well as how the driveway will, the ownership of the driveway will work?
Okay, so it's basically within the right of way of Chance-Olamere. Chance-Olamere has a 100+ foot right of way, actually gets wider through this section, and the roadway, if you look at the site plan, the actual roadway surface is on the other side of the central line of Chance-Olamere, so it's just this huge area of unused space. And the property owner inquired with the city as to, he asked if he could access off of Chance-Olamere for this project, but on the plat, it shows that no direct access from the roadway is allowed. But they did allow them to put in a gravel strip in front of the lots. Just so that there wasn't they didn't want to congest the intersection of Chance-Olamere and Sunset. So giving more parking area and a traveling lane to get off of the main road and onto the lots, that's why that was allowed.
Okay, just 1 second, let me catch up with this. And then, so for, I think the municipal code is a little unclear on, I think would be allowed under a single property ownership. There is the subdivision code allows for only 2 properties to be served by a shared access easement. I'm not sure if this road, so that's why I'm asking about the ownership of the road or of the driveway, I guess. I'm not sure whether you're sort of, is it a driveway or a road, I guess is my question.
A gravel driveway.
Okay. And then that will be maintained, owned by, so that's not within the property boundary, that's from the city right away.
Parking areas are, but the access to the parking areas are not. It's on the city right of way.
Okay. And but you have discussed this with the city. I'm just trying to, sort of think about maintenance and any ongoing maintenance of this gravel driveway, so whose responsibility that would be if it's in the city's right of way.
Okay. I'm not sure. This is a unique E2.
Yeah.
First this happened. But on the subdivision map, on the short plat itself, I can place a note on there regarding the maintenance and upkeep of that driveway.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
it was mainly the property owner that pushed for that, because it is such, I mean, if you stand at the front of the lots and look towards Chancellor, it's like there's gotta be 80 feet from the property corners to the edge of the pavement. It's
Right,
just a huge unused area and, yeah,
okay, okay,
and mainly just to reduce the congestion at the intersection, so when you turn the corner, you're not like right against somebody else.
yes, pulling in and out of the driveways. I know that Sunset Avenue I know that this is a busy intersection. So Miss Bro, I'm not sure if you have any other information or insight into what the city, whether the city, you know, whether the city is allowing this on the city right of way. I will likely, I'm not sure what it'll look like yet, but will likely include a condition related to this. So I'm happy to check in further with Marshall or with someone with whoever you've been working with, Mr. Butler at the city on this particular topic.
There are no conditions listed underneath the back end of the staff report for that.
Okay,
As Larry just mentioned, it would be individually owned, so they would have to probably address the maintenance agreement as individuals for ownership of that area.
okay.
The city would probably do the same as far as the right of way. So I can write that in as a condition and then re-forward that to you.
That would be great. Yeah, if you have, I mean, I can write something as well, but if you or Mr. Butler has an idea about what the condition would be, I just want to make sure that the approval of this isn't create, I don't want there to be sort of problems down the road when none of us are here about this, about whose job it is to maintain this gravel driveway. So, yeah, if either of you have suggestions about that, if you can forward those to me, that would be great.
Definitely.
Will
I had a
do.
feeling that was gonna come up, because it's, yeah,
It's different. Yes, yeah.
and
Great.
it's, yeah. Did
Great.
you have
Mr.
any-
Do you have anything else you wanted to add about the plan, the application this morning?
No, I'm done. I concur with Ms. Brawls.
Great.
So maybe. Thank you.
Is there anyone there from the public? I see that the room looks empty. I'm just checking to see if there's anyone there online.
No one's here.
Okay. With that, I don't have any other questions. Anything further from the city, Ms. Bro?
Nothing further, thank you.
Great. So I will go ahead and just leave the record open for a little, maybe a day or so, just to get, if there's any, if either of you or if Marshall or anyone else at the city has any feedback on what a condition would look like to ensure that the maintenance of the gravel driveway, which is on the city's property. That would be great.
Right.
Okay. And with that, go ahead and adjourn the hearing. The hearing is adjourned, and I will, so like I said, I'll leave it open for another day or two, but I will still likely issue a decision within 10 working days.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yoshi.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Take care.